Hey everybody, today we're going to play Marvel Champions, a two-player, two-handed game. So we're going to play as if we were two players. We're going to play with Rhino on the basic mode using a custom mod set, Knight of the Maggia. That was made by CitizenKeen from the Discord. So we'll test it out with two sets of cards. So we're going to start with to choose a color for ourselves so we can draw. So Black Panther is going to be green, Spider-Man's going to be yellow. So we removed the Hydra bomb scare setup, but added in the Knights of the Maggia setup. We have to add in the obligation card from each of our heroes. We're playing as Protection Spider-Man and Leadership Black Panther. So I'll get T'Challa's hand set up first, draw 6 cards. We could flip this to the number 2 side. We're looking to beat this before we get to 14 threat. So let's see what Black Panther wants to do. What I always like to do is discard my allies because I can pull them out with this Make the Call. And I don't need 2 of those, so I'm going to get rid of an extra one and draw 2 more. And then Black Panther has a special ability. I can search for a upgrade, and we are going to search for damage because we just want to punch things fast. So we'll take these gloves and add them to his hand as well. Now we didn't get any double resources in our opening hand, which is kind of stinky for him, but we'll see what we can do. So to play two-handed, you can press H to hide your hand, and then you can change teams, change colors. We'll change to yellow, and this will be Spider-Man's hand. So Peter Parker draws 6 cards, just like T'Challa. We'll make our hand big again. We've got some good things in here. Med team I'm not too worried about because we haven't been damaged yet. Allies I'm going to discard for T'Challa. We'll keep the rest of that and draw 2 more. Awesome, some things that we just discarded. We'll see how it goes here. So we're going to switch back to T'Challa and begin our first turn. So we start with the hero turn. T'Challa can take a bunch of different actions. The first thing he is going to do is we're going to get rid of some of these ally cards because they don't help us a ton yet. We're going to pay 1, 2, 3, 4 for an Avengers Mansion and have a real slow start here. We'll exhaust this to draw a card. That's a Wakanda Forever. That's not great. And we're gonna go ahead and get some gloves out there and switch to hero mode. When we're in hero mode, we'll attack. You should always attack right away. It's like free damage. There's no reason not to. And that's the end of T'Challa's turn. So we'll pass it over to Spider-Man. Change colors. Go to Spider-Man. Spider-Man's got lots of more cool stuff to do. So he can generate a resource right away, which he'll use to play Aunt May, so he can heal whenever he wants. And that lets us get rid of this med team to put some spider shooters out there. So spider shooters, I need to place 3 resources on the card. When I'm in hero form, I can exhaust it and get rid of a token to create a resource. So I'll switch to hero mode because that seems like the kind of thing I'd want to do right now. We'll exhaust it this first turn to generate a resource and play Indomitable. This says when we defend, we can exhaust it to ready our hero, so we can do 2 things a turn. And we'll also swing for 2. So we're hitting Rhino for 2. I'm going to get rid of this backup and play a second Indomitable because I'd rather cycle through my deck faster. And I only have to trigger one of those at a time, so that's okay. So we'll go to the end of the turn. We'll reset Spider-Man's hand first, so we're going to ready everything. Whoop, went a little too far readying. And draw only 5 because we're on our hero side. So we've got an armored vest. That'll be great for him. We've got a webbed up. That's going to help us. Lots of good things. We don't have a backflip. That's important to remember for when we're doing the villain turn. Let's ready up Black Panther. Again, only draw 5 because we're in our hero form. This is a ugly hand. I guess we'll be using the power of leadership to Wakanda Forever next turn. So, Rhino's going to begin his turn. He gets 2 free threat. Gets to 14. We lose. That would be bad. So he's going to start swinging at people. First, he's going to swing at Black Panther for 2. I'm going to defend for 2. He's going to swing at me for 4. Oh, I didn't shuffle this. Hold on. That's cheating. Okay. He's going to swing at me for only 2. That's even better for me. Oh, I should put some life dials out there. We'll put them here. Lock him in place with the L shortcut. Come on, Spider-Man. You can come too. Okay. So I took no damage. He's going to take 1 from Retaliate. That's great for us. He's going to come swinging at Spider-Man because we're also in hero form. He's going to defend again because I have 3 defense. He swings for 4. I'm going to discard an Indomitable to ready, and I draw a card from Spider Senses. So he swung for 4, I had 3 defense, I take 1 damage. Sounds great. We will draw encounter cards. So first we'll go with T'Challa. When revealed, really bad things happen. This is not ideal. So it says, reveal your set-aside nemesis and schemes. The scheme is going to enter play. This nemesis is going to be in our face, and we're going to shuffle these into the discard pile. So this guy can't be hit by Black Panther upgrades, and this thing's going to start with 6 threat and force an extra encounter card on us starting next round. So not great news for him, and we didn't have anything to get rid of it. At least I don't think we had anything in Spider-Man's hand. I guess we should go check. We did not, so bummer. So that was T'Challa's turn. That was super fun. Let's see if Spider-Man got something worse. He didn't get something worse, but he got something not great. So we're going to put 4 threat out there for that. Looks like we grabbed the wrong Black Panther upgrade. And that is a crisis one, so we cannot threat against the main scheme until we get rid of that. So we're going to be sitting in hero mode getting rid of these things for a while, I have a feeling. So we'll go to the hero turn. Pass the first player to Spider-Man, who we are playing as right now. So Spider-Man can generate a resource right here. He'll definitely do that. I was thinking about webbing up Killmonger, but I think I'd rather just get rid of him. So we'll pay 1, 2 to swinging web kick against Killmonger. That'll get him out of Black Panther's face. We paid 3 for that. 1 from the spider shooters and 2 the other way around. We'll also play Armored Vest, so we're up to 4 defense now. I kind of don't need to go here and heal as Aunt May. So I'm going to sit here and I'm going to attack the villain. No, I'm going to thwart. We got to get rid of some of this stuff. Let's get rid of that one. Still at 5, but not the best thing that could have happened. Alright, so Spider-Man's done. We're going to go to Black Panther. Switching colors to green. Black Panther's got some stuff, but nothing that's... Why is this in Black Panther's hand? That makes no sense. Hold on. I think I passed that to his hand when I tried to discard it. Okay, because I should have 5 cards. This is better. Let's draw a card right away. Something good. Or everything is bad. Okay, well, we'll just Wakanda Forever twice. We'll use it Inspired and the Power of Leadership to deal 8 to the enemy. May as well do stuff while we can. We'll group those with G, move them to our discard pile, and we're going to flip because we need card draw as Black Panther right now. So we're going to draw 5 cards as Black Panther. Some good stuff. We'll change colors to Spider-Man. He's only going to draw 5 as well. No allies yet. Oh, there's Black Cat. That'll be good. We'll ready everybody up and go to the villain turn. So he's going to go against Spider-Man first. He's going to attack me, and I'll defend. He's attacking me for 4, so I'll take 1. And I'll draw a card. Cool, cool. He's going to scheme against Black Panther. He's going to scheme for just 2, which is good. And we forgot our 2 generic threat for the turn. So we are up to 6 threat out of 14. Bad things are happening. We have to draw 2 hazard cards as Spider-Man because of Killmonger's scheme, and only 1 is Black Panther. So let's start with Spider-Man's encounter cards. Discard the top card of the encounter deck. Oh, so I guess these all shuffle back. So we'll discard this one. Then choose to place X damage on your hero or X threat in the main scheme, where X is 1 plus the boost. So we'll take 2 damage to our hero. We should be at 6 now. Not the end of the world. So Spider-Man's second card, when revealed, ooh, this is gross. Each player discards a location they control if able. If no locations were discarded this way, this card gains Surge. We would discard a location. I'm not sure we want to discard that location. And we have enhanced spider senses, so I think we're gonna pay for it with that. We don't need a second armored vest, so we'll cancel the effects of that treachery card. This is one of the Knights of the Maggia treachery cards, so terrifying card to draw. Could have blew up our Avengers Mansion or gained Surge, which would have given us another card. Go to Black Panther. We are in alter ego modes. This one gains Surge, more chance to meet those custom cards. Rhino's going to heal 4, not too bad. He's up to 16, I think. I missed what I was at, my bad. Oh, and Spider-Man defended. He forgot to draw a card. He's going to draw it because we, no, he did, because we paid 2, and the one we drew was energy. My bad. That's the end of the encounters. We'll pass this over to T'Challa. I probably should have readied Spider-Man to thwart again, but we're going to survive for now. And we'll switch to T'Challa's turn. Alright, we are in the round 3. This should not be exhausted. So T'Challa is going to draw a card. Drawing cards is really good as him right now because we need all the cards we can get. Moving damage, not the one we wanted. So we're gonna go a different way here, and we're gonna pay 1, 2, 3. We don't have any allies yet, so I'm not too worried about get ready to play Shuri. That'll let us fish another Black Panther upgrade out of here. And as you can guess, we are gonna fish the... Oh, is there not one in there? Am I dumb and they're all just in my... Oh no, Tactical Genius. That's the one we want. Here we go. Tactical Genius goes to our hand. Shuri's in play. She's great. I'm happy with her. Let's discard Helicarrier and lead from the front to play Tactical Genius. We don't have Wakanda Forever yet, so that kind of stinks. We'll also... getting her to 2 thwart would be good, so we'll inspire Shuri. I'd rather save that for Black Cat, but we're going to be going through our deck more than once in this setup either way. And we'll flip to the hero side. So Shuri and Black Panther can each thwart for 2, which they will do to start working on... Let's just get rid of this Crisis one so that Spider-Man can choose what he wants to do. And that's Black Panther's turn. We're going to switch to Spider-Man, and he's going to do some stuff. Alright, let's see here. Spider-Man doesn't have a lot of money, unfortunately. He can generate a resource here. Try to see if we can play Black Cat and Avengers Mansion. Could pay 4 for that, but then we'd only get 1 when we flip to the other side for Peter to play Black Cat, and I really want to play Black Cat this turn. So we're going to pay 2 to play Black Cat. She's an ally. This could be painful for us. We'll find out. And then Black Cat can thwart or attack. I think she's got only 2 damage. We're going to thwart with her because we really need to start removing threat from things. And he's going to stay in hero mode. We're going to discard this counterpunch. I probably should have just used that last turn. And we're going to discard Avengers Mansion as well. End of the round, sorry. So we're ready to discard. Drop to 5. Let's see, what did he get? We have a backflip. We don't have spider senses. We do have a counterpunch. Let's remember that this time, guys. Black Panther is going to draw up to 5. Oop, draw 1 too many. Vision, you're going back. So there's our 5. Shuri thwarted, so she needs a consequential damage. Thanks for reminding me. Cool. So he's got a Wakanda Forever next turn, so we can remove 2 threat from something, which is going to be great. We're still at 4 on Usurp the Throne, which is kind of painful. But on we move. So villain turn. He's going to get 2 free threat. He's going to attack Black Panther. And, you know, we're going to have Spider-Man defend. I don't think he gets to draw the card still, so we're going to play it as if he doesn't. But we've got 4 defense, which is great. So he's hitting us for 2. We don't even care. He's going to discard Indomitable to ready. He's going to attack Spider-Man. This time we will draw a card. Oops, Spider-Man's going to draw that card. And we will defend again. He's going to hit us for 4, which is nothing because we have 4 armor. And we're going to counterpunch him for 2, just to get that out of the way. So Rhino is at 14 now, 14 damage that we have to deal with still. Yeah, that's that. So encounter cards for all. Black Panther is going to get 2. His first one is a bad one. We're going to flip to T'Challa form and exhaust that to remove that from the game. Second one. Alright, here we go. A Knights of the Maggia scheme. When revealed, place an additional 3 threat per player here, so 7. At the end of the villain's turn, deal 1 damage to each ally. That is going to be brutal for us. Not very happy about it. So we're going to put 7 threat out there. I'm going to put a bunch of 1s because I plan on pinging this for 1. And unfortunately, I think our Black Cat is going to disappear at the end of this phase. And Spider-Man is going to get discard and upgrade or support you control. Really don't care about this. It's only got 1 resource left on it. Not too important for me. This is at the end of the villain's turn. So I believe... I'm not sure if this means villain phase or turn. Villain turn, I assumed would have been just step 2 here. I'm going to assume it means phase, so everybody's going to take a damage now, which unfortunately kills our black cat. She's only got 2 health, and we greedily thwarted with her last turn. So we triggered that. Everything's great. We're going to the hero phase. This is going to move to Spider-Man. Can't backflip away from that one. Yeah, it's a bummer. So as Spider-Man, we'll play web shooters again. 1, 2, 3. I think let's pay 1, 2, 3, 4 to throw webbed up on Rhino. And we're going to stay in this form because we really need to draw cards and we really need to not get threat on the scheme. I'd like to switch to Ant-Man heal, but it's not going to happen this turn. So we'll switch colors, go over to Black Panther. He's going to draw a card because drawing cards is good. I move 2 threat from a scheme. That's not very much threat. That makes me kind of sad. We could get Vision out there, and he could thwart for 3, which still is not great. I think we're going to keep this hazard out here. Or we could just give up on allies for now. Maybe that's the right plan to do. Let's not worry about allies yet. We'll pay 2 for a Vibranium suit. Get a 3rd Black Panther upgrade out there. Shuri, you can thwart something for 2. So let's get rid of this and put a 1 out. We're going to ignore this and just not play allies. It kind of shuts down our whole leadership deck, but Black Panther, when he's got 3 upgrades on, is pretty strong just on his own. So since we're in the mood of ignoring allies completely, first we'll flip, and then we'll play Wakanda Forever. So let's choose what order we want to do here. We want to move 1 damage from yourself to an enemy. I've taken none, so that does nothing for me. So we'll trigger that. We'll trigger this to do 2. And then we'll trigger this one to remove 2 threat from a scheme, which will be this scheme. So it gets out of there. Whew, brutal. Alright, so that's the end of the hero phase. We're going to discard Maria. He's going to be first player. We're going to keep Maria Hill. It's probably a mistake, but that's okay. Drop to 5. Nope, 1 too many. Again, not used to keeping cards in my hand. I'm usually a pitch all the cards I can kind of guy. This guy's really going to drop to 5. Spider-Man's still the first player. I don't really want him to be attacked a lot. Instead of scheming, I want a treachery card is revealed. That's not bad. We might use that. And we have these cancels, so that's good. Alright, so he's going to get his 2 free stuff. He gets 4 more and we're doomed. He's going to attack against Spider-Man, which will discard a boost card and discard Webbed, and he'll gain Stunned. We're not even going to keep Stunned out there because he's going to attack against Black Panther, discard a boost card, and discard Stunned. So that was pretty good. We no longer have that extra encounter card, so I'm hoping this helps us. Here, Rhino gains Tough. Don't really care, not trying to do a ton of damage to him yet. Here we have Tombstone. Tombstone cannot be damaged by allies. Good thing we gave up on those. If he makes an undefended attack against you, the engaged player discards an ally they control. Okay, well, as long as I don't play allies, that's fine. But he has 7 health, and he swings for 2, so I'm not super excited about that. So that's the end of the villain turn. We will move this over to Black Panther, and we will switch colors. Black Panther needs cards, and he's greedy, so he's going to keep drawing for himself. Let's see what we can do here. Let's pay 2 for Maria Hill. Everyone will draw a card, so this is Spider-Man's new card. In case we care about it, we'll look at it later. It's not going to matter to me right now. I could remove 4 threat from a scheme with Maria Hill, which seems really good right now. I could remove 6 if I did that first. I'd really like to get her out before I do that, but I don't think it's going to happen. So yeah, let's thwart for 2. We'll get ready and thwart for 2 more. Which discards her for play. So now we don't care about Tombstone undefended attacking us. We'll pay 1 for a Wakanda Forever. Resolve the special ability on all the Black Panther upgrades you control. So we're going to do them in a very specific order. Again, we haven't taken any damage. We kind of need to, so we can start using that. I'd rather move 2 threat or deal 4 damage. I think I'd rather deal 4 damage right now. So let's deal, whoa, not the whole bag. Let's deal 4 here as our second thing, and our first thing will be to remove 1 threat, and we'll remove it from the main scheme. So we've used our Wakanda forever. We don't have enough resources to play Mockingbird. We're going to keep her around because Stunned is really good right now. So we'll switch to Spider-Man's turn, and we'll draw this card. Again, nothing great for Spider-Man to do at all. He will discard this med team to play a Spider Sensor on this guy. He's not going to be able to kill him, unfortunately, which is kind of a bummer. But we will... Bug. I guess we'll swing at him for 2. Which is about all we can do there. Allies are going to take damage, no one cares, because all our allies are dead. Did I want to flip him? No, I didn't. I think I want to stay. I want them attacking and not threatening. So yeah, we'll go to the end of the turn. We'll ready everything. We're going to discard 2, get behind me because we have a Spider Senses, and draw 3. Switch colors to Black Panther. He's only going to draw 3. I remembered this time. Is everyone proud of me? And we'll go to Villain Phase. 2 free threat. He attacks Black Panther, which causes this guy to attack. We don't have any allies, so I don't have to discard any. Black Panther's probably definitely going to defend. I'm deciding if Spider-Man would rather defend. I don't know if Tombstone just goes with him. I think each one's separate. So Spider-Man will defend the first one for us. He's got 4 defense versus a 4. Whoa, nope, that was the whole deck. Versus a 3. I'll take nothing, and I don't draw a card for Spider-Man, we decided. Alright, so Tombstone's going to attack for 2 on Black Panther. He'll take 1 from Retaliate, which is good, because now our upgrade can smack him. Not that we have anything for our upgrade, but maybe we'll draw something. Let's play Black Panther's hand here so we can see what's going on. Rhino's going to go for Spider-Man. This time we will draw a card. Let's view Spider-Man's hand just in case we have a backflip or something we want to use. Oops, we gave that card Black Panther. Okay. So let's flip. He's doing 2 plus 1, so that's 3 damage. We're just going to have to take it. So we're down to 3 health. And we may have to pause here for a little while, guys. Gonna have to get interrupted for a little bit. So tune in later and we will continue this stream. We'll see what happens with our encounter cards that these two are gonna have to deal with. Thanks for tuning in. Hey, welcome back to Marvel Champions, the card game. We're playing this custom mod, Knight of the Maggia by CitizenKeen from the Marvel Champions LCG Discord. We left off earlier today with encounter cards that needed to be drawn from Black Panther and Spider-Man. I drew them accidentally off stream, but I'll show you what they were. Black Panther drew an enhanced ivory horn for Rhino, so he's dealing extra attack, and Spider-Man drew yet another scheme that give minions actually 1 extra health and 1 extra attack. It turns out that we messed up with Tombstone, so we last turn dealt 4 with Black Panther, dealt 2 with Spider-Man, and then Black Panther defended to retaliate for 1, which would have done 7 damage to him. But we added 4, and then we started removing counters instead of dealing counters, so we ended up giving him 8 health instead of 7. So we're going to treat him like he has 1 health left. He would have died before this thing flipped, but unfortunately we played it wrong. So we'll just have to play this module again sometime. But we're going to put him to 7 health, so he's still got 1 left instead of having died last turn. Either way, the Spider Tracer would have been on him, so when I trigger him, I'll make sure to throw it at this scheme, not the one that showed up after. But I'll force myself to do a damage to him. So, we did our encounter phases. The first player thing is going to flip to Spider-Man, and we're going to do some stuff. So, Rhino has Tough, which is kind of annoying right now. I think we're going to pay 1, 2, 3 for Black Widow, because we really need stuff like that. She's going to thwart for 2 on this bottom scheme, which will give her a damage. And we're going to call that Spider-Man's turn. So he's going to draw 3 cards. Haven't reshuffled our deck yet, which is good for us. We'll change colors to Black Panther. This is ready, not exhausted. He's got some things to do. So let's see. Let's pitch. So we've got 3 cards left in deck. And all 5 of our Wakanda Forevers, which we kind of need to do anything useful, are in the trash. So we're going to pitch, oh gosh, all these things are good. This is tough. Let's pitch a Vibranium to play Ancestral Knowledge. Oh, that's an alter ego action. We can't even do that yet. Ugh, this is disgusting. Let's, you know what, let's just let's draw a card. This is not going well. More double energies, cool. So we really don't care about burning double energies. Let's pay 4 to play Mockingbird, because she's awesome. And she can stun a dude, so we will stun Rhino. And then we got some decisions to make here. I guess this guy is at 8, so we'll attack him once with Mockingbird to pop him. Like we talked about, we're going to use this Spider Tracer against this scheme because the other scheme wouldn't have been around if we had played correctly. But we no longer have to deal with this allies take damage at the end of the turn, which I'm really happy to be rid of. You need to go in that bag. Okay, so she's done. Black Panther may as well do something. He's going to thwart the main scheme because we have to while we can. And then he'll flip to alter ego mode. We're going to pay 2 for the Golden City, which will let him draw his last 2 cards. Ton of Vibranium, just what we always wanted. And at this point, we're in alter ego mode, so we can play Ancestral Knowledge. Let's look in here for what we would want in our next hand. We probably want that 4th thing. We want a Wakanda Forever. And we want some kind of bomb here. Not sure any of this is super great. We want Thwart. So let's take Maria Hill as our 3rd card. So we're going to shuffle those cards back into our deck. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. They're all going to end up in our hands, so I really don't care about the order there. And that is going to be Black Panther's turn. So we got rid of Tombstone. We took some threat off the scheme, but he's going to be real close to threading us out. We're going to try to draw 6. We can only draw 3, so we get 1 fun encounter card. And we'll flip this deck. What's nice is there's only 30 cards in that deck. We're going to draw 2 of them, and then 2 more at the beginning of our next turn, 3 more at the beginning of our next turn. So we're going to have like a 9 to 10 card hand with Maria Hill, so that's going to be real good for us. So we're ending the hero phase, is what we just did. We are up to our hand size. Spider-Man is not yet, so let's swap over to Spider-Man. He's going to have to defend first anyway. Oh, he is up to his hand size already. I think I drew up for him before I was... Oh, no. Yeah, he just didn't play anything. Yeah, got it. Or he played things and I drew up already. I can't remember. Either way, we've already done our Spider-Man. We played Black Widow. We thwarted. We're going to go to the villain phase. So Rhino gets his free 2 threat. Next, he is going to attack at Spider-Man, but he is stunned. So we'll just discard this stunned instead. He's going to scheme against Black... so he still does discard a thing from there. He's going to scheme against Black Panther for 1 plus... Give the villain a tough status token. He's already got 1, so it doesn't matter. For just 1. And then encounter cards. So let's go Spider-Man first. We are going to flip and exhaust, because we do not want to deal with those cards right now. So here's our bonus card. This card gains Surge, because it was Alter Ego. Alright, so he's going to swing for 7 with his next attack, which is not looking fun. When revealed, discard an ally you control. Man, this deck hates leadership, let me tell you. So now we got this little 1/1 minion to deal with. We didn't have Hawkeye out, which is probably good because he would have died, even though I would have liked to kill this guy with him, but not the end of the world. Ultimately, we're only at 10 threat, so I'm pretty happy about that. So, hero turn, swap the first player marker, and we'll switch over to Black Panther, who's going to do some really good things. So let's pay 2 for some daggers. And, you know, before we forget, let's draw 3 cards, because I'll flip to the wrong mode and be real sad about it otherwise. Let's pay 2 for Maria Hill. When she shows up, I draw another card. all about drawing cards. We have three copies of Wakanda Forever. It's probably better than giving Maria Hill Inspired, if we're being honest. So we're going to flip to hero side. We're going to play one copy of Wakanda Forever, and now I got to think about the order here. We're going to do remove one threat from a scheme, main scheme, and this guy's got 3 health, we have to not forget. We're going to deal 2 damage to an enemy, boom, boom. Oh, nope, boom, boom, we'll get rid of tough. We're going to do move 1 damage from ourself to an enemy, so we'll put that. We're going to add damage on these guys this time. And then do 2 damage to the villain and each enemy I'm engaged with. So that'll be 2 to Rhino and get rid of this minion that we don't want to deal with. So let's take a look here quick. We've seen most of the minions. We've seen Sandman, we've seen Killmonger's in there now, but this thing that gives minions health and attack doesn't scare me too much right now, so I might just ignore it and try to push through for this game. But anyway, our last thing, dealt 2 to everybody. So now we'll go through again. We're going to do... We got 1 more after this, so we're going to do 2 damage to Rhino. We're going to do 1 damage to Rhino. We're going to move a damage to Rhino. Should be at 10 now, I think. I may have messed that up. Sorry, guys. Remove 2 threat, just making it harder on myself. Because we're going to end with this guy. And then we'll play 1 more Wakanda Forever, because why not? We're going to do the same thing. Deal 2 damage, deal 1 damage. We can't move any because we haven't taken any, and we will remove 2 threat, because we really want to get that threat to not be a problem for us. We're going to thwart, and you know what, we will thwart this side scheme, because getting that in the deck before we reshuffle seems really beneficial right now. So Maria Hill needs to take her damage, and we'll pass turn to Peter Porker, who's not going to do much because that's just what he does this game apparently. Although he has a banger thing right now. We're going to spend a resource. Oh no, we can't do that. We're going to create a resource and spend 3 for a Luke Cage. Luke Cage is awesome, and he comes with a tough token. So I'm not sure how this works. When Rhino attacks, he gains overkill, excess damage to an ally. When this attack is dealt to the controller. Since Luke Cage has tough, he's going to discard the token instead of taking any damage. So I think it's going to absorb the 7 when we get attacked, which is pretty sweet. I think we forgot to move the first player marker. But anyway, we'll flip to... We'll stay on this side, I guess. Oh, no, we want him to attack us. He's unfortunately going to attack Black Panther first, so maybe we don't care. But, let's go to hero mode. We want to be able to use this enhanced spider sense. So we'll ready up. It's the end of the hero phase. We're not going to use Black Widow this turn. We're not going to use Luke Cage because we want to keep his tough. We've got 2 allies out there, so we got to be careful. I'm going to change to... I did not draw enough cards, apparently. Oh, I didn't have enough cards. So, this time Spider-Man gets a bonus encounter card. So we might be flipping that deck before we thought. We'll switch to Black Panther, who needs to draw 5 cards, and ready up a bunch of stuff. I guess I forgot to use him. That's unfortunate. Maybe I did and I just forgot to exhaust him. Who knows? Alright. Rhino gets his free stuff. He attacks Black Panther. Luke Cage is going to intercept. Whatever happens, he's just going to discard this tough token, but we'll flip it to C. Would have been a swing for a huge number. And then we discard charge, which is good for us. He's going to attack Spider-Man. We're going to defend, so we reduce it by 4 and we draw a card. Oops, yes. Spider-Man draws a card. Oh gosh. I don't know which one was which. We'll use this one. He's going to swing for 1, 2, 3, 4. We reduce by 4, so that sounds great to us. This is our bonus encounter card. We go to encounter card phase. Everybody takes a damage. Boom. Boom. Spider-Man, you forgot to heal with Aunt May last turn, and I'm very disappointed in you. This could be very ugly for you very fast. Let's flip here. Rhino's going to heal 4. Sounds great. Flip here. Breaking and taken. Another side scheme. How many can we have? This one's going to start with 4 threat. It's 2 initially and 1 per player. So we've got to clear that one out because we're going to be drawing extra hazard cards starting next turn. And this guy's got a minion to deal with who unfortunately has bonus health and attack. So that was the hero phase, or the villain phase. We'll swap. No, you don't get to ready. What am I doing with you? Swap players to Spider-Man and see what he wants to do here. So I think that Luke Cage has had enough of this stuff, and he's going to attack Shocker for 2. So we got to keep that under control. Gosh, I really don't like Med Team, so I don't want to play it, but maybe I need to. Do I want to spend 3 on a swinging web kick? Well, let's spend 1 this way before we forget. We need to get that thing in our discard pile. I guess it had 2 left, apparently. Cool. Spend 3 for a swinging web kick. We get to deal 8 to somebody, and that somebody's going to be a Rhino. So 8 plus 3 is 11. Get that out of there. Let's throw this Spider Tracer out here, because removing threat seems really good right now. And let's flip to hero mode and have Aunt May feed us some cookies. Go up to 6, which seems really essential at the current point in time. Let us swap to Black Panther, who unfortunately doesn't have any Wakanda Forevers to save him this time. So we're going to see if we can top deck one. I don't think we're going to. We do not. But we do have some cool stuff to do here, so let's see what we can do. So first of all, Black Panther can attack this dude, get rid of him. Still haven't progressed to stage 2 of the scheme, but we could remove 3 from something. He had 4 health, so we had to hit him for 4. We're going to remove 3 from the main scheme with a Spider Tracer, because we kind of need to. We're both going to be in alter ego mode, so he's going to scheme twice here. And the encounter deck is empty, so we're getting a ton of stuff happening here soon. So with that, let's spend 1, 2... where do we want to get our 3rd resource from? We'll probably use this Helicarrier. 1, 2, 3 for Hawkeye. He comes with 4 arrow tokens, so we're going to start pew-pew and minions as they come into play, because we kind of need to get rid of all the minions we can. He's only a 1-1, unfortunately, but he's got 3 health, so he can thwart. We're going to thwart this side scheme. And he can get ready and thwart again on that side scheme, and then Maria Hill will thwart it, which will unfortunately destroy her. So he needs to take 2 consequential damage. He's probably not taking any the rest of the game. And she took this side scheme and got it out of there for us. That's probably actually a real bad move, because when we flip Rhino, he's going to pull that out. But I didn't want to draw that many hazard cards this turn. So we'll see what we can do. We're going to get the Triskelion in play, because we know there's that nasty card coming up that discards a location, and I'd rather discard that than anything else. So we'll flip to alter ego mode. Oops. We're going to draw 2 cards with the Golden City. Neither of these cards are what we need right now, so we're going to end our turn. We're ready. Oh gosh, I'm drawing everything instead of readying. What am I doing? This guy has like just a pile of stuff right next to him, because why not? We're going to discard Power of Leadership, and we draw up to 6. So we'll draw 5 to go with our Nick Fury. Hopefully that helps us. Peter Parker is going to ready everything. And we're going to, no, not change team, swap colors to Peter Parker. He's going to draw 5 as well. And he's got lots of good stuff in here, so that's great. So we go to the villain phase. The villain gets his free 2 threat. We're going to flip this and shuffle it, which means we now get a horrible, horrible acceleration token. So now we're going up 3 a turn instead of 2. So we're going to have him scheme against Peter Parker for 3. Scheme against Black Panther for 2, which puts us to 11. That's terrifying how fast that goes up. Encounter cards. Peter will get one. T'Challa will get one. We'll do Peter's first. Oh, look, it's a cool guy with toughness. We're going to remove an arrow token to get rid of that toughness, but unfortunately this thing is going to give him a ton of health to deal with. Good thing we got Luke Cage. And another charge, so he's going to come swinging for 7 again. I have a feeling that Luke Cage is just going to have to soak that up. So, hero turn. Swap who's going first. Black Panther's going to lay down some smack, hopefully. We didn't draw any Wakanda Forevers, but we're going to start by drawing 3 cards, so hopefully we get one. We do not. But that's not the end of the world, because we got lots of cool stuff to do. So we're going to flip to hero form. We're going to search people's discard piles. Are there any good allies in there to bring out? Maria Hill's not bad right now. So let's make the call for 2 and bring out our lovely lady Maria Hill. She comes out, everybody, way too many cards. I did not have Wakanda Forever in my hand, or Vision. Shuffle that stuff. Hopefully I didn't draw too many. I think it'll be fine either way. Anyway, we played Maria Hill. She draws everybody 1 card. So Peter's going to get 1 card. And then we move on. So we can have 4 allies because of Triskelion, so we're going to keep playing things. I think we're going to do this double energy, this guy, and a make the call to play Nick Fury. When he shows up, you can remove 2 threat from a scheme, so we will remove it. Or we could do 4 to an enemy. Oof. Let's kind of smack this guy in the face for 4. I like the idea of getting rid of him so we can keep all our allies in play against this anti-ally set. So he's going to do that. I'd like to put Inspired on Maria Hill, because then she can remove 6 threat, but I think this is just as good. So we're going to pay 2 for lead from the front, so all of our dudes get +1/+1. So Black Panther can... I think he needs to flip the dude. Let's see what happens with everybody else. So here, we're going to thwart for 3. And I think we're going to thwart this thing. Here we're going to thwart for 3. We're going to hit the main scheme. Here we're going to thwart for 3. We're going to hit the main scheme. Here, do I care about his arrows? Not right now. We're going to thwart for 2 and hit the main scheme because I'm just terrified of threat. Hawkeye is dead. Nick needs a consequential damage, but he's probably just going to chump block, so we really don't care. And then we can get ready with somebody, so we'll get ready with Nick, I guess, because he can thwart for another 3 on the main scheme. So the scheme is at 0, which I really, really like. And he's got 2 consequential damage. So that was a pretty cool use for Nick Fury with Lead the Way. I liked that. So T'Challa's done. He did a lot. I'm pretty happy with him. We go on to Peter Parker. What is this friend going to do? So he's going to generate a resource. Pay 1 for webbed up on Rhino, because we need to mitigate some attacks here if we can. I think we're going to get rid of Spider Senses and play Black Cat, which I guess is okay, because we got 3 allies now. So Luke is actually going to thwart the last threat off this scheme, because when it leaves play, Sandman will die, which sounds good to me. So he's got to take a damage for that. Black Cat can deal free damage. We're going to flip to hero side. And we're probably going to ping Rhino into phase 2. So let's do that. In phase 2, you can hover over him and press 2 to go to state 2. He's going to have 30 health. So we got a lot more damage to deal with. And we're going to look for that breaking and taken scheme and throw it back out here. I know we just got rid of it. That was real bad playing by me. I should have just dealt with 1 extra card, but I'm wimpy like that. So we'll keep Black Cat back here. Should have healed with Aunt May before I flipped, but oh well. Alright, so we're going to ready everybody. Black Widow, not Black Cat. Oh, I forgot to draw this extra card. Would it have done anything good? Oh, it's a good card to have. Cool. So we'll draw to 4. Nick Fury's not going to go away till the end of the round, but we may use him this round still. We're going to switch to T'Challa and draw our 5. And Rhino's going to go. So he's going to get the scheme. He's going to come charging at us, and we're going to throw... Nick doesn't even have a lot of stuff to protect us, but he's at least 1 damage less. Maybe we're better off defending. You know, I think Spider-Man might be better off defending. Alright, he's not even going to attack. We discard Webbed Up instead, which is cool, and then he gains Stunned. So we don't have to deal with that today, but we do discard a card there. He goes for Spider-Man. He was stunned, so we discard a card. That's a real good one to not see. And then encounter cards for everyone. And he goes up 3 threat, sorry. So Black Panther's first encounter card, he's going to heal 4. He can't, so it gains Surge. Everybody's getting a new card. The villain attacks me, so he is going to attack Black Panther. Deciding, I think we're going to block with Luke Cage, because he can soak up 4 of this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Black Panther will still take 5. I don't know if Retaliate goes off, so we'll assume it doesn't. Still learning the game, obviously. Let me know in the comments if it does, because I would like to know. Cool. So Luke Cage did his job. He's over here in the discard pile now, and that's okay. Discard the top card of the encounter deck. 0, so I can take 8 damage, and that does nothing to me. Cool, cool. Alright, well we got 30 damage to do, and then we're good to go. So, going to the heroes. We'll switch to Peter Parker. I keep forgetting about these counter punches because of my two seats. It's so silly. That's okay. We only got 3 dudes, so we're gonna play. Oh, and Charge got discarded because Luke Cage soaked that up. We're gonna pay 3 for Mockingbird and stun him again because stun seems really strong right now. Black Cat is gonna ping for 1. Padink. Spider-Man is gonna ping for 2. Bink dink. And we're gonna keep our counter punch and remember it this time. I guess Mockingbird will ping for 1. She'll take a consequential damage. Gotta do what we gotta do. And you know what? I want to get rid of Black Widow. Because hopefully my friend can bring her out with Make the Call. So she's going to thwart for 2. Potentially stupid. Maybe really smart, because who knows if I'll draw that discard an ally card anyway. Alright. Spider-Man is done. Switch to Black Panther. He's my bud. I'm going to exhaust and draw 1. It's our Wakanda forever. Finally. Very exciting. Very exciting. So we already have 2. Oh, Nick Fury's toast. He's dead. He's dead. So let's get him out of there and decide who we want to play. We've got this pretty cool Vision. We're going to have to wait till we get out of the hero side to play him. Sure, you don't do much for us right now, so we're going to use her as a resource. Let's see what else is in our discard pile over here. Hawkeye, not super exciting. Let's do this. Let's thwart with Maria Hill to get rid of this garbage. She goes to the discard pile. You guys are seeing the real advantage here of Maria Hill. We're going to pay 2 to bring her back out, drawing us our last card and drawing Spider-Man a card. And it's a really good card, so that's even better. So yeah, we're going to play both copies of Wakanda Forever. Breaking and Taken is gone, which is great. Now we can finally start doing things exciting. We can remove 1 threat. We can deal 1 damage. We can move 1 damage. And then we can deal 4. We'll do the same thing. So we end up removing 1 threat and dealing 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. He's down to 14. 2 Wakanda Forevers. Pew pew. That was awesome. I think we're going to stay as hero. No, let's flip. This is silly. Draw 2 cards. We flip this deck. We shuffle it up. Draw 2. What do we get? Nothing great. That's okay. Maria Hill's still around, but she doesn't need to thwart yet, so she's just going to chill there for a turn. We do draw an encounter card because we shuffled our deck again, and that is the end of our turn. So we're going to draw up to 6, which is 4 more cards. No Wakanda Forever's, bummer. Change back to Spider-Man. He's already taken his turn, so we're going to draw 3 as Spider-Man. Ready everything up. We draw 1 less than 3 because this one's already in our hand. Ugh, none of these are great. This protection is not working well for me today. All right, Rhino's turn. 1, 2, 3 this time. He is going to scheme against Black Panther. Scheme for... Oh, nope, that's the whole deck. We always do that, and it's always a good one on the bottom. All right, scheming for 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we had that at 1. It's at 7 now. It's like a loss in single player. It's terrifying. All right, he's attacking Spider-Man, who's going to defend for 4. He's going to swing for 5, so I take 1 damage, but I draw a card, which is always good. Counter cards. 1, 2. So I'll flip the first one. It is Killmonger. Oh boy. Flip the second one. Oh, it's Killmonger's scheme, even worse. So that's going to be 6 threat, but I think we're just going to get to ignore it. Because we've got him so low at this point. And then Rhino here gains tough. Oh, maybe we won't get to ignore it. Oh, I guess he was supposed to discard stunned against Spider-Man. That's okay. We'll use it on the next one for now. We mess this up all the time. And we forgot to do our counter punch, so you know, we're doing great here. Cool. Spider-Man's turn. He's looking really happy right now. Let's do some stuff. We gotta stop holding on to cards here. So let's spend a resource. Get this into our trash pile. 3, 4 for a med team. It's going to let us heal. We're going to use it this turn to heal 2 from Spider-Man. Which puts Spider-Man up to 6 health. And that's exhausted. We can't even spend the rest of this. It's so boring. Mockingbird will take a consequential damage to deal damage to Rhino. Black Cat will deal a damage to Killmonger. And that's Spider-Man's turn. Wow, what a boring turn. Black Panther needs to thwart like a madman. Let's switch to Black Panther, speaking of that, and play some stuff. So, cool. Let's pay... I don't care about you, Vision. Let's inspire Maria Hill. So she's a 3-1. And she's going to double thwart using Get Ready to bring this down to 1. And all this goes in my trash pile, and I get really sad. Then I play another copy of Maria Hill, because she's just awesome. 2 thwart for 2 is really good in this setup. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Alright. Group that stuff up. Nope. Avengers Mansion, you're actually in play. Cool, so Maria Hill came back. I get to draw a card. Spider-Man gets to draw a card. Oh, man. So she's only a 2-1 now. But I guess we were supposed to discard Tough instead of dealing a damage to Rhino. Sorry about that. I'll flip to Black Panther. We can deal 2 to Killmonger, and then with Get Ready, deal 2 more to Killmonger to get him out of there, so we don't have to worry about Killmonger destroying us. Seems really good. And we'll draw a card. Sweet. Wakanda Forever. Now's a good time to have that. So let's Wakanda Forever. We'll deal 1 to the boss. We'll remove 1 threat. We'll move 1 to the boss. We're supposed to deal 1, not remove 1 from him. And then we'll deal 4 to the 2, 3, 4 to the boss. We probably should have drawn an alter ego mode before we flipped, but we forgot to, so that's okay. Maria Hill's dead. We used her twice this turn. 4 times for Maria Hill this turn. I'm pretty happy with her. Let's flip to alter ego mode, because we can't. You were in alter ego mode. That's the end of the hero turn. Bummer. So 1, 2, 3. He's going to attack Spider-Man, but it's going to die to stunned. He's going to attack Black Panther, who's just going to take it. It's going to be 4. Takes the damage. It takes the damage, doesn't heal the damage. Alright, encounter cards. Spider-Man gets 2. Black Panther gets 1. I guess I should ready and see what I draw, because I might draw things that help me, at least on the Spider-Man side of things. You know what? I totally forgot to use Counter Punch again. I really hope one of these is the villain attacks you. The villain schemes. Ugh. I think we forgot to add our 3 here, too. Oh, no, we took down to 1, so it should be at 3. So he's going to scheme for 1 plus 0. Not a big deal. Discard an upgrade or support. Med team, I don't care about you anymore. Literally played you for that reason almost. Black Panther gets Tombstone. Alright, if Tombstone makes an undefended attack, allies can't damage him. Good thing we got none left. And this goes to our hand. That goes back to our deck because we forgot about that guy. Cool. Spider-Man did not defend. Black Panther did not defend. Go on to Black Panther's turn. We are just making a mess today. Real sloppy play. Sorry, guys. Sorry, CitizenKeen. This isn't a good test for you. So let's, before we forget, draw a card. It's Nick Fury. We'll play him for 4. He'll deal 4 damage to a dude. Minions can't be damaged by allies. That's dealing damage to an ally. So we'll deal 4 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll pay for Wakanda forever. We can move 1, deal 1 to each, and then deal 4 eventually with the gloves to kill Rhino. So that's it. That's it. We beat the Maggia dudes. I think we went through about 7 schemes. Not really that many. Maybe 3 or 4. It was kind of brutal, but we survived it. A few misplays. We messed up Tombstone that first time really bad, and then a few missed stuns and stuff like that, but still pretty fun. So let's look at the cards in this new modular set, because they're pretty dang cool, I would say. So there's 2 of them. 6 cards in total. There's a 3rd one. We only saw this one as a boost card. That's a little disappointing. Didn't really get to test it for him. The rest must be in here. Let's see, there were 2 schemes that we had to deal with. And I think there's another, yeah, there we go. Cool, yeah, so there's 2 minions in this custom set. Maggia Enforcers really hurts leadership. It hurts everybody a little bit because you discard an ally you control, but pretty painful. It really hurts Black Cat. Pretty easy to beat, and you can kind of ignore him because he's just scheme and attack, but 1 scheme and attack. Dies to Hawkeye, so not a big deal, other than the discarding an ally. That's kind of a pain. The other guy we got here, Tombstone. Tombstone's kind of a monster. Cannot be damaged by allies, so you got to have a lot of damage up. We were lucky we drew into him after we already had 3 Black Panther upgrades, so we could kind of get rid of him real fast. And in the multiplayer game, the other people can damage him for you, so you don't have to worry about just relying on your allies as leadership. We never went, I think we may have actually gone undefended against him, but I don't think we had any allies up at the time. So his reaction didn't really come into play, but he's a monster. 7 damage is a lot. Next 2 cards. Legal Entanglements. This is a really cool card, so they have attachments in the Rhino deck that attach to Rhino. This attaches to your hero. You gotta spend 3 science to not lose 1 thwart. So you can imagine that lands on Spider-Man. He pretty much just can't thwart the rest of the game, which is crazy. Crazy good. And there's a way to discard it, so it's not the end of the world. Bombing Campaign. This card is really rough. We were lucky enough to be able to get rid of it with spider senses, but it could have really hurt us. Each player discards a location they control if able. So this is a lot like this card. Discard a support or upgrade you control if you can't the scheme surge. Each player discards a location if none were discarded between all the players. So the more players you have, the less scary this is. I mean, it's more dangerous because you could discard 4 things, but if only one of you had a thing up, you only discard 1 of them and you avoid the surge. What's cool is that, or what I would recommend doing is taking any cheap locations you can. So once we got Triskelion out there, I felt a lot better about drawing Bombing Campaign because I discard this. It doesn't hurt us that much. I think we had 3 allies out at most. We almost had 4 once, but didn't quite make it there. So really scary card, but didn't hurt us too bad. These were the cards that really did us in. So first was this one that we thought really hurt us. So that killed Black Cat at the end of that first villain phase because we thwarted with her thinking she was safe. Turns out she was not. She died because of this side scheme, which was real painful. This really, really hurts leadership decks. So I definitely recommend bringing some kind of threat removal so you can get rid of this as soon as possible, but also being a little bit weary about leaving your characters with 1 health because they can wipe out pretty fast, Black Widow and Black Cat and stuff. Next is the Families United. Place 2 threat here per player. This boosts the minions. It didn't affect us too much. I guess we used it to kill Sandman, which was kind of cool. Tombstone would have died before it came out. I think this guy came out with 3 health, so he had to do 1 extra point of damage, but not a ton for us. It comes out after the minions have already attacked for the turn, so if you can get rid of it or get rid of the minions, it doesn't really hurt you until there's a ton of minions out there. It's still a pretty cool scheme. Made us spend a lot of our threat mitigation on that. And as you saw, our threat was going up rapidly versus Rhino. So this is a pretty cool little custom set. You'll have to remove the 6 cards that are in the Hydra Bomb Scare from the Rhino deck that starts out there, but then you can pull the custom mods out from this little deck bag that's up here at the top. So thanks to Citizen for making this set so we could test it out, and definitely excited to see your next rendition and your next set.